Today we are going to be heading through Whale Pass. It is the only way to get south from where we are in Abaco. So this is our travel. This is what we got to do, and we're going to make it work. The captain is very in tune with the tides. We want to go through at high tide. With the winds, they're coming from the correct direction. Not a lot of squalls today, so that's all good. So we and the crew
All right, you still there?
are going to be crossing through Whale Pass,
Okay.
and I will video
And
it all so
away
you can
we
see
go.
the action.
Hey there, you were just watching the Sunny Sailor and the Krabby Captain, or the Krabby Captain and the Sunny Sailor. It all depends on whether you're a glass is half full or glass is half empty kind of person, I suppose. But I am very lucky to welcome Kara and Eddie Fucci, who are actually on a boat someplace in where it's warm, I imagine. Are you guys there?
Yes, we
Excellent.
are actually in St. Thomas. We're in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We started our journey in South Carolina where we bought our boat, and we have been sailing down to the East Coast, through the Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and we're on our way to Grenada.
Grenada, that's amazing. So tell me the story. How did you guys get involved with sailing and boating, and how did you find each other? And I want to know the whole story.
All right, I'll let the captain tell his part.
Well, living in Louisiana our whole life, when I retired from the fire department, we had a sailboat there, and I wanted to try something different. So we sold everything we owned. We bought this sailboat from a nice gentleman in South Carolina, and here we are.
Well, there you go. That doesn't sound like a complex story.
No.
Yeah. We both had, he had the dream first, I would tell you, that he had the dream first. And then as I came on board, I said, wow, that's a really good dream. I would like to have that dream as well. And he laughs sometimes and says it could possibly be her dream stronger now than it is mine.
Yeah.
When we first started, we said, we're going to Bahamas, and then we were going to turn around and go back to the States. Well, we loved it so much, and we were enjoying ourselves and realized that we both were retired, so why do we have to go back to the States? We didn't have a reason, so we just said, all right, let's just keep on going.
Well, there you go. Well, actually, I've been watching some of your videos, and you guys had some pretty nasty weather just after and around Christmas, correct?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, what sailing life means it's ongoing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
today, we have a nice calm day, but we're expecting tomorrow and the next couple of days to be higher winds, which means easterly passages are not very likely. So sometimes you just have to wait for that weather window to open up, and it means calm and it's boring. And then other days you think the weather window has opened up, and all the weathermen say, oh, it's going to be a calm passing. And then you get out there, and as the captains say, we get our butts handed to us.
Total. Well, actually, Annapolis is under a tornado watch right now, so you're calling in,
Wow.
and you sent us the nasty weather.
No, we wish it to go away and fly off into the universe. We never wish it to go on other people. So we want everyone to have sunny skies and fair winds.
Well, we don't have the fair winds, but we at least have sunny skies right now until they open up on the top of us. But we're safe right now, and we don't need the windscreen, so we can continue the interview.
Oh, yay. Well, watch out for those tornadoes. You don't want to be flying
exactly
around.
that. Hey, which one of you is the Krabby Captain, and which one is the Sunny Sailor?
Depends on the day.
Well, my wife and I, she's always the Sunny Admirable, and I'm the Krabby Captain.
Yeah, most people can relate to that, and we actually get asked that question a lot about who's the Krabby Captain. We say, well, you just have to get to know us to figure it out, and it also depends on the day. But it kind of started as a joke on our very first episode as we were moving to the boat. My husband had hurt his back being up the mast of a friend's boat, and then we did a, 12-hour
12-hour drive.
12-hour drive in a not very comfortable vehicle with all of our belongings. And then by the time we landed, both
Now we got to the boat.
By the
I
time-
actually stiffened up and I could park the boat.
Yes, so he was not in a pleasant mood for our very first episode, and that's kind of where the Krabby Captain began.
Uh-huh. Well, you can't really tell from the videos. You also have like a sunny, like, beautiful, happy outlook on things. So, you know, the name is not exactly a great description. You got to give us some more Krabby some of the time.
Oh, okay. That will not be difficult.
One of the good things about the name is if you push in Krabby, it's the first thing that pops up.
Yes.
You don't have to search very hard to find it.
The Krabby Captain, yes.
Well, it's definitely
and
a Yuke
also,
name.
One of our episodes that we did in which we were in, not Salmonon, we were in Luperon, and the mooring ball broke. And I was actually on board the vessel. Eddie had gone to shore in the dinghy. And when the mooring ball broke, our boat floated backwards and smashed into another boat. Thank goodness it was our friend's boat, and there was no damage. All they did was put some scratches. We don't even know how their anchor actually ended up through our stanchions, but it did. But during that episode, there was a lot of beeping out of the foul language that I was cussing like
the Krabby Captain
sailor, which we're trying to figure out. And as the boat's floating backwards, I'm trying to call for help and get the motor running. And at the same time, all of the shallow pockets, we were running into them. We were running aground in that same harbor. So it was a Krabby Captain day, let me tell you.
Well, there's not a sailor out there that hasn't uttered a few four-letter words every once in a while, and I think that's why we have our reputation of being relatively salty. But you can't tell from what you guys are doing. You always seem very sunny and happy.
Yeah, well, nobody's going to watch it when you're all grumpy all the time.
That's true. That's true. Well, I don't know. That worked for Ahab. He had a whole book about him.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so the request is noted. More Krabby Captain. You hear that, sir?
No.
Hey, don't listen to me. Don't go with what sells. Don't listen to me.
That's right. That's right.
No, what she does works out really well, and you know, obviously she's doing something good because we got a lot of followers, so that's good.
Well, and that's another thing that I'd love to talk to you about is the silk work. That's amazing. I hate being up the mast, and you have no problem doing that.
I don't. I love being up high. I like the different levels, and you know, it's a good way to keep in shape. Not that being on a boat doesn't keep you in shape, but there are days that you're maybe at the anchor and you're just sitting around, and then there are days you're under high pressure, high stress, and high physical moments. But the aerial silk, I just love it. And I tell you, the things that I see up there on other people's boats down in the water is so clear. It's amazing what you can see when you just elevate yourself to that high. And it's great as yoga, stretching. It's a great exercise. Plus, it kind of draws a lot of attention to our boats. People wonder if we're hanging out big, giant pink sheets or something.
Well, how do you attach the silk? Do you have a carabiner on the end of the halyard or something like that? How do you get it to stay on there?
We made a rig that goes around the forward stay, and then we use the spinnaker halyard and then a safety halyard to make sure it stays up. And it stretches from the main to the forward stay, and it stays right in the middle. So in order to pull it down, all you got to do is loosen up the ropes and pull on the silk, and the thing rolls right back down. So
that's good. Well, you're not going to get me up there without a bosun's chair, so I'm tipping my hat to you for doing that.
Well, I'd like to take credit for that, but our friend on Have Wind Will Travel gave us how to do that. So.
She does aerial silk, and she also travels on the sailboat. And she has a blog. So she's kind of been her and Philip have been our mentors. But when I saw her doing it on the boat, I was like, yeah, that's going to be me. That's going to be me. I got to do it.
Well, you're beautiful in your work, and that's amazing. But if the whole retirement thing doesn't work for you, I know a bunch of guys around here at the show are looking for people to climb their mast.
Well, I'd you would say that. I need to send her up the mast today because our starboard courtesy broke, so she needs to go up there today and replace that so we can put our courtesy flags back on the correct side.
Yes, because, you know, boat life is so hard. You have to make sure your courtesy flag for all of the many countries you're going into is properly displayed.
Right.
So how many countries have you been to so far?
We have...
started in the U.S., we went to the Bahamas, then we went to DR, then we went to Puerto Rico, which is the U.S. again, and now we're in the Virgin Isles, and in probably another week we'll be in the BVI.
Aha.
And then after that, we'll be hitting all the countries. And yes, we have all the flags, all the way down to Grenada. Then we hope to shoot upward to avoid some of the unrest that's in some of the countries around Venezuela, and then end up in Bonaire, and then Panama, and who knows? We're just going wherever the wind takes us.
Do you have any aspirations to do the Panama Canal?
I don't know. We might. It just depends on when we get there, what we have to do, and where we'll be going. So, you know, you have to look at things like safety. You have to look at, you know, making sure your boat gets hauled out, the time of year, weather and wind conditions. So it's like we have learned so much. It's like a daily exercise, brain exercise with the things that we are absorbing and that we have never been exposed to, and it keeps us sharp. You have to, because that's what allows all our videos to have pleasant weather and smiling faces,
and not Krabby Captain,
because it's all the legwork you have to do before that, so that you can actually enjoy yourself and not be scared to death.
Well, I must say that our viewers love watching you, and we have a bunch of videos up there that are streaming up there. And we have a little agreement going on right now, I understand, that if anybody comes by and mentions you, I got to give them something, right?
That's right. Yes, we put out, in fact, we're live right now on Facebook, and so they can hear your voice and all the questions that you're asking. And so, so all of our followers, if they manage to get to the Annapolis Boat Show, come by your booth, they get a free gift.
Well, we got a pile of T-shirts here, so we'll tell the first 5 people that mention the Krabby Captain, we'll give them each a shirt. How about that?
Yeah, that's a winner. That's great. I love that.
Hey, Kara, Eddie, it has been a pleasure talking to you. My relief has just showed up, and I'm going to go get myself some lunch. But we got the sun shining right now. It's a beautiful boat show, and we wish you were here with us. But just in case, even if you can't be here, we're glad that you're on the phone with us.
Yeah. That's right. Absolutely. And hey, Chris, book your flight. You know, bring your lunch break, book your flight, come down here and see us.
Well, it's on my to-do list. That's the whole reason why I started this channel, is to make enough money so that I can live that lifestyle. So we'll see you someday soon, I hope.
Well, good luck. I'm so happy that you're working at the Annapolis Boat Show. You're certainly a good addition to that show. It's a beautiful show, and the people are lucky that you're there.
Well, when you make it back to the stateside, we'll have to get you on the air live.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Chris, so much.
Fair winds, following seas. Have a great day.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
All right, so that was the Krabby Captain and the Sunny Sailor, Kara and Eddie Fucci. That's F-U-C-C-I, Fucci. You can check their videos out on our channel, The Charted Life TV. Or if you would like to, you can go to our website, www.thechartedlife.net. And as they said, the first 5 people that mention the Krabby Captain, except for the people that are standing around watching right now and hearing me say that, the first 5 people that come up this weekend and say they heard this broadcast, we will give them a free Polo Charted Life t-shirt. And just to give you some incentive, let me show you what this looks like. Stand by. All right, I'm back. See what that looks like? White's not exactly my color, but this is the t-shirt. This is an XXL. We've got some big ones. We've got some small ones. We got all kinds of different sizes, and you'll get one if you mention this broadcast. And don't forget what we talked about last night. There's a number you're supposed to remember from the Conversations at the Helm. So you can view that Conversations at the Helm episode on our Facebook television channel. And then you can get that, and that's another way to get a free shirt. So we're giving away all kinds of stuff at the boat show. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Captain Chris Sherman for the Charted Life Television at the Annapolis Boat Show 2019 Spring Edition, the center of the sailing universe. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great afternoon, and we'll be back soon because we've got all kinds of new guests that are coming down. Thanks for watching.